Hi everyone. Before moving to the topic, let us try to answer a question which says that in a patient with damage to the trigeminal nerve or lesion in the trigeminal nucleus, which of the following reflexes is absent? The options are the pupillary light reflex, the accommodation reflex, corneal reflex, and blink reflex. Please watch my video on pupillary light reflex and accommodation reflex. I'll drop the link above and below in the description box. If you know the answer, please write in the comment section. If not, watch the video till end to get the right answer. Now coming to the corneal reflex, that is when the cornea is touched with the help of a wisp of cotton wool, the person blinks the eye, that is both the eyes, there will be closure following by reopening of the eyes, which is called as blinking of the eyes. And this reflex is called as the corneal reflex. Now, how does this occur is shown by the pathway for corneal reflex. So when the cornea is touched with the wisp of cotton wool, the touch receptors are stimulated and the touch information from the cornea is carried by the trigeminal nerve, that is the long ciliary nerve, nasociliary nerve and the ophthalmic nerve to the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. From here, the next order of neurons project to the facial nucleus and the fibers are carried by the facial nerve and facial nerve to the orbicularis oculi muscle to cause its contraction. This can cause the closure of the eye. Now the fibers from the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve also project to the facial nucleus of the contralateral side or the opposite side to cause the closure of the eye. So there is closure of eyes of both the eyes, and that is because of the projection to the facial nucleus of both the sides from the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Now, following the closure of the eyes, there is reopening of the eye, and this occurs due to the projection of the fibers from the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve to the nucleus of the oculomotor nerve. And from here, the fibers project to the nucleus of oculomotor nerve of the opposite side. And from there, the fibers are carried by the oculomotor nerve to the muscle, and the muscle involved is the levator palpebrae superioris. Now, this levator palpebrae superioris, when it contracts, it causes the reopening of the eye. Now, the projection to the opposite oculomotor nucleus causes the contraction of the levator palpebrae superioris of the opposite eye, and this causes the reopening of the eye. So this is how when the object touches the cornea, there is closure of the eyes followed by reopening of both the eyes. Now, when there is a lesion to the trigeminal nerve or lesion to the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve or lesion to the facial nucleus or lesion to the facial nerve, the reflex is abolished. That is, we don't have the corneal reflex. The corneal reflex is absent. The trigeminal nerve is the afferent pathway and the facial nerve is the efferent pathway. So if these are damaged, then the corneal reflex will be absent. Now coming to the reflex arc of the corneal reflex, the receptors are the touch receptors and the afferent is the trigeminal nerve or the fifth cranial nerve, which is carrying the information to the nucleus, that is the spinal trigeminal nucleus. So the center is in the pons and the efferent nerve impulse is carried by the seventh cranial nerve, which is the facial nerve. So this is the facial nucleus and the information is carried by the facial nerve to the muscle, which is the orbicularis oculi, which causes the closure of the eye. Followed by the seventh cranial nerve, the efferent is also carried by the third cranial nerve, that is the oculomotor nerve, to the levator palpebrae superioris, which causes the reopening of the eye. So remember, the eyes close first, followed by reopening, and the closure is due to the contraction of orbicularis oculi, and the reopening is due to the contraction of the levator palpebrae superioris. So now we can answer the question that in a patient with damage to the trigeminal nerve or lesion in the trigeminal nucleus, which of the following reflexes is absent? As we have seen in the slides earlier, the corneal reflex involves the trigeminal nerve. If you want to know about the blink reflex, please leave a comment below. I'll try to make a video, and please watch the video on pupillary light reflex and accommodation reflex to see which nerves are involved. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, Simple Concepts in Medical Physiology, for more videos.